I'm not really good with scripting stuff. I feel like I do it all in my head, and it's all like I don't even understand it or something. I'll do it for everybody else. But I do understand it. Just I have a hard time putting myself into that position of seeing something that's not right in front of me. So yeah, like, not that I have a hard time imagining, it's that I have a hard time doing a disciplined imagination. And also I'm just not like trained in videography or what would you maybe storytelling, like time relation in that sense. I don't know what all the skills are, what you'd call them even. So I mean, I'm probably pretty hopeless. I'm so confused, you might even not know what I'm talking about. And now we're on the same foot because I'm so ADHD, I forgot entirely what I was talking about. So here we go, we're starting over. I'm kind of like a goldfish like that. ADHD is like kind of like being a goldfish. Every 5 minutes you're like Dory. Like, hi, who are you? But so yeah, that's me. I'm just introducing myself in a way, exposing myself, opening myself, being vulnerable, I suppose. Oh, that's the lady with the little dogs loose again. I love her. God bless her. I wish I had the balls to release my dogs and let them run around and piss people off that I don't really care about. Because honestly, the divide, that's kind of like what this is all about, the division. We're all like super divided. Like, I should just let my dogs run around. Like, some guy, he just like let my dog like jump on his dog, and then he was like, oh, you should probably take him to the dog park. Like, it's like, I don't know, everybody's just like, I don't know, stupor or something, which I don't know why I'm acting like I'm surprised, like I'm not gonna drop a bomb or anything. We all already know what's going on. Oh my god, why? Stop fucking ripping on my fucking shoulder. Thank you, baby girl. I don't know why I use my shoulder so much. I should stop using my shoulder. Oh, look at that cutie. Look at that cutie face. Guys, come on. Guys. Whew. I mean, why are we all divided, really? I mean, I'm yelling at you and you're yelling at me. I mean, I see that at that point. But I mean, why were we divided before that? Why? Like, for me, it started, like, and I was pissed off a little bit before. Like, I didn't necessarily like Republicans or whatever. But we're all afraid of the government to some degree. But the conspiracy theorists are just a bunch of fucking nutbar assholes, or it feels that way. But also, the government feels like nutbar assholes that don't give a fuck about you and don't take care of you. So it's like, you're just totally irritated because you feel like no matter what, there's no real resolution, even though you know you're supposed to have total fucking resolution. We're all supposed to be able to fucking get along and work together. But it feels like everybody's working against that. And it's not everybody. Guys, what are you doing? Seriously, stop. You're driving me fucking ultimately fucking bananas. Stop. Please, I know it's your nature, but just you're hurting me. I wish you would see that. Hey, come on. Let's go. It's okay. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, God. What? Cal up. Fuck my wrist, girl. Whew, fucking Christ, I love you. I don't know what the fuck, why, I don't know what, this is like, buddy, like, I just feel like she did the stupidest fucking thing possible, and everybody does it. They walk the exact fucking direction I'm going for some fucking stupid reason. And that's my frustration. I'm emotional, having an emotional outburst. I need to fucking learn to deal with my dogs, but why the fuck are people, they just seem so stupid to me. Why, like, it just makes it so much harder. Just go fucking crossway, go a different fucking direction so I can cross. Instead of making me pull my dogs back for fucking 50 feet one direction. And then I've got to pull past you when literally we could have just had no connection, no interaction, no line of sight that stayed the same. It would have just gone further the fuck away from each other. I'm sorry, just like people's like idiocy. And I don't want division. Like, I don't want division, but I just like really want us to look at how stupid we fucking are. And that's part of is that our division? Is that part of our division? Is that we're just all of us are stupid? Like so needy and stupid that we're easy to pull apart. We're easy to like dupe. Because I'm telling you, like, we have a constitution, and it's been shown, as long as we just focus, as long as individuals or groups of individuals just focus on their rights, stick to enforcing their rights, go to court, go to the Supreme Court, they're going to win, and they're going to get money, and the powers that be are going to have to stop. But we keep getting distracted, and we keep getting divided. And I don't know what it is exactly, except that it's just natural. It's just natural for people to, I guess, maybe to compete, but I don't know. I just believe in a little something more, I guess. I know it's not that, I don't know. It's not even that hard. I don't even think it's that hard. People just have to self-discipline, but also like care about other people in order to stop pulling on me. No, come on. I don't care what it is. You're not going to sniff at it. It's a human thing in the grass. There could be needles in there, all sorts of stuff. I love you too much to let you go in. Could be poisoned. People are jerks, man. You never know. And that's the thing. Like, assuming that, like, you have to, in order to be safe, part of our thing is safety. Feeling safe is separation and another level of division. We have to open up and be vulnerable, I guess, to each other. Like I was saying, like, I hate scripting, and I don't really script these things. So, like, it's kind of interesting to see how they come full circle sometimes. Like, I didn't even script that in, but I know what I like. I have a feeling about what I want to talk about. And I'm almost 50 years old, so I guess I kind of, like, my body knows the rhythms somewhat, I guess. I don't know. But I also can't remember anything long term. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. I think maybe that's part of ADHD. Is just ADHD isn't memory, it's rhythms. We're more like riding like ocean current. We see, like, you know, there's the forest for the trees type thing. I don't know where I'm going with that exactly, but riding a current, rhythms, floating, staying just below water, just above water. It's kind of that rhythm of bobbing, sinking. I don't know, that just really, really, I don't know why. Just I really relate to that. Like it lights up my brain. Like I don't know, I feel like a huge reward. So I don't know if it's dopamine or what, but a release of like, oh, rhythm bombo, just like I can hear and see like lights and sounds. They go, you know, like as it's almost like, I don't know, sounds have a color to them. I don't know if they have, I think they have a color. They can. I think it's, I think I might be too emotionally dead for that to like really emotionally beaten up for that to like be too true anymore. Like, but I do see like lights, like maybe black and white. But I don't know what that has to do with anything. Just again, being vulnerable, probably, I guess, and sharing and taking off the masks and you know, there's always going to be people out there that are going to try to hurt you, but I don't think they're necessarily trying to hurt you. I think for the most part, I think most crimes are crimes of passion, usually misunderstandings, and a small portion of those are you know, quote unquote evil people who are lost or something like that. But I think the fear that we have for whatever, you know, whatever is going on out there is really I don't know what, it's been blown out of proportion. And when you do that, I think that's also, you kind of like manifest destiny. That's also another problem with like blowing up these world issues. Having a hard time speaking. So I have a hard time finding the words to describe my thoughts suddenly. Which is harder than usual. It's kind of funny. I don't even, I feel like these give me like huge. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. They're fun. I love these jerks. It gives me opportunities to express myself, but I don't know what, if this is such a great tool for that. But I am trying to, like, I don't know. Like, one person, one mind trying to get, I don't know, an idea out there. I don't think it is. I don't think any, like, new ideas that I have or anything like that, like Eat the Rich and the fact that the powers that be are not there to protect you, the small guy. They're there to protect the corporations and those that represent the corporations. So, you know, the 10% of the population or so that try to own 90% of the wealth, or are currently owning 90% of the wealth and resources, homes, other things like that. And politicians have done nothing about that to protect us. And if they do, it's like small token gestures that mostly only come out when it's election season and they might lose their jobs. And they you know, they can't help the corporations get fat, and, you know, if that happens, if they lose their jobs. So they've got to pretend, give us some token gestures of like niceties. And Oregon, Kotek, Jesus, it's like she doesn't want to keep her job. She's really pissing off people with trying to tax everybody as much as possible, and not from the wealthy. She's trying to tax the poor people, and it's just not very Democrat. And that's what I've been saying. These Oregon Democrats, dude, these Oregon Democrats are not Democrats. Especially in Oregon. Other places, maybe they're a little more democratic. But, and what I mean by that is, like, they're not supporting the voters. Their whole job is to be there for the poor and the disenfranchised and help educate and whatnot, and they're not doing that. They're giving the money to the billionaires. So I'm just like, these aren't even really actually Democrats, guys. And I think people are waking up to that. I mean, I know there have been a lot of people that knew that even before me, but I've been on that bandwagon now. I've that's been shown to me, and I finally saw it a few years back. I think it was somewhere. It started somewhere in the middle of Obama, and I really I still was like, oh, Obama's at least we got our guy or whatever for another decade or so, until I think about Trump, and then I just suddenly saw. So yeah, maybe 2016 or something like that. I was just I started seeing and hearing the videos, and oh my God, wait a second, what do you mean Obama's bombing babies? What do you mean Obama's drone strikes? What are drone strikes? So I'm learning about drone strikes and grandmothers and babies and shit being blown up in family buildings, and how he's saving American lives by killing a whole bunch of civilians over there. And I'm just that's disgusting. That doesn't represent me. I'm not okay with that. I'm at least going to be a voice against it. I'm going to at least use my voice to be against that. And if you have a problem with that, that's fine. You go ahead and you speak however you want to, but this is my voice. We're not I do not support the blowing up of any babies anywhere. Free Palestine, and free all babies. Free all the babies. The only babies that I believe are not babies are babies that have not been born yet. Whew. Good morning. But it's just such a beautiful day, man. Such a beautiful life. It's gorgeous today, though, actually. Not just being... Hey, morning. Hello. And that's not just being positive. It's actually, geez. I can feel the sun on my skin. Ooh. I'm not too sore today. My hip flexors are starting to release. So personally, my life is feeling pretty good. My wife is in pain. She has to have a hysterectomy, unfortunately. Some doctors at Peace Health Medical Group, the place that just got sued, and they gave up finally. They got sued because they were lying and cheating and trying to hire some other doctors from out of state, that was totally outside of the contract and whatnot. I don't know all the lingo, but anyway, they also turned my wife away 11 years ago a couple times. Said that she just had some abdominal pain and it was going to go away, like a muscle tear or something. So she just thought she had a muscle issue there. And it turns out it was fibroids, and they're she's got a 4-inch, a fist size, lesion, on the area that was hurting 11 years ago. Luckily, nothing has turned into cancer or anything debilitating yet that we know of. But yeah, so I'm dealing with that crap. I know a lot of people are dealing. I know, okay, we'll go over here real quick. We'll go over here today. They've been wanting to do this forever. Oh, you guys want to smell down here? Is that what the smell is? Oh yeah, that's juicy. That probably does smell bad. Probably love it. So yeah, that's definitely a stress on my life. My wife has been in one form of poor health or another since we got together. I mean, we've been together for 16 years and we have a 15-year-old. So I mean, that's when about 11 years ago is when the fibroid issue started. But even before that, she was having bloating issues. So I think we're done with those. Oh, fine, let's go a little bit more. I don't know. I don't want to get into, I'm not trying to be gross or anything, so I do apologize. This is life, though, and it gets messy, and this is my life, so not meant to be gross or anything, but I mean, that's just what life is. These are the stresses and stuff that I've personally got to deal with. And I guess, that's part of being laid bare and sharing, vulnerable. And, but that's just what we all got to deal with, I guess, are these like things that we really don't want to have to deal with. We don't want to have to think about, but we have to. And maybe that's part of our division as well, is just ignoring our own personal lives and worrying about other people's lives. And we've got, because it's easier. It's easier to say somebody else is screwing up instead of, oh, my life is really fucking hard right now. It's unfair, and it's just fucking unfair, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to be mad at something and somebody. And I can be. No, we're not going that way, babies. We're going this way. I can be just as guilty of that as, anybody else. I think, a lot of times that's, in my frustration, when I'm at my most frustrated, might be when I am the least honest with myself and just frustrated because I'm not staring, I'm not looking at the truth. I'm refusing to look at the truth. I think that might be pretty common, pretty human. I don't know. I'm not the most educated guy. You feel, if we kind of look at our own emotions, we'll find they're a mystery. And that probably shouldn't be the case when they can allow us to do so many different things. Our emotions, when our emotions are flared up, they cause us to join causes and do so many things in the name of so many things, and yada yada. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be. Oh God, non-defined. But that's just kind of how my brain works. I see things. It's hard for me to use words. Like I express through my, I have vision. People have told me around when they're around me that, they're like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like they say that a lot. Like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like that's kind of like we don't necessarily, the words don't come out. It's somehow my vision, like when I'm in close proximity to somebody, it's almost like my vision. I think that's pretty common. I think that happens a lot more than we give credit to. Kind of communication by like osmosis, or like our aura or something like that, kind of conveying our brain. Even what's. Oh, I'm kind of like now I'm just veering off on another. But anyway. I don't know, it's not, I don't know if it's telepathy, but it's not like not telepathy. Like telepathy is a weird word. Like, what's that thing? I can't remember what it's called when two atoms spin at the same speed and rate and direction, like no matter where they are in the universe. Like, it's kind of like that. It's just kind of linking up, just kind of seeing the same. That's all I can think of is just kind of like, just both seeing the same. And I've just experienced it so much that it's not like I see through somebody's eyes or anything. That's silly. It's just a way we have of like communicating. I think it's like old school. It might be like reptilian or something from our old reptile brain or something. Back before we had speech patterns, we'd have to communicate somehow, right? And like being able to sync up somehow, I think is just probably natural. So I don't think it's so much what do you call it? It might be some level of not supernatural, but I can't remember the name for it anyway. Because I don't really believe in the supernatural, but I do believe in things that seem supernatural, right? Explained by the supernatural that are very natural, but also their elements seem magical. Like, I don't know, magnetism seems magical, right? I mean, you're able to float things with magnetism. It seems magical in a way, but it's just, you know, it has properties that you can name and display and utilize to create different, you know, inventions and experiences. So, and it's the same every time, or at least on a sliding scale, and you're able to graph that, and, you know, these, you know, maybe not perfectly, but at least 99% of perfection. I mean, we know what a magnetic field looks like and how it reacts. Like, that's not a mystery unless you're just not paying attention. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with not paying attention. But if you say that we don't know what the magnetic field is, or what the magnetic force is, what is it? I forgot the force. Anyway, again, you know, it doesn't mean that it's not real. It just means that I don't know the name of it. So I'm not going to deny science because I'm ignorant. Although I have. It's just natural. But anyway, we're all just experiencing life. I'm sharing my experience. And at the same time, we're going through a deeply traumatic and tumultuous, political and spiritual time in the world. And I love everybody. I want to get over the division, get over the dividing factor, especially of which I feel is coming from the minority of rich people, of the elites. I love you guys. I don't care if you're MAGA or not. What I care about is if you're a PDF file, and I'm not into that. It's one thing. I was raised in a cult. I used to be Christian. You know. So who I've been in the past doesn't make me who I am today. It does affect. It did affect me deeply. And it shapes who I am today. But it's not who I am today. And we all have to give each other that respect and that awareness, I think. I think if we did that, the world would look way fucking different. And I don't think we'd have so many hate crimes, quite honestly. I love you guys. Peace. I gotta get out of here. Why is it nighttime in your country? Because you're on the other side of the world, homie. Appreciate you. Much love, y'all. Remember, when you're giving the peace sign, you're flipping somebody off. You're also flipping somebody off. It's the dichotomy of life. There's always something a little spicy. Always a little spicy. GG's. You. Night night.